Hello everyone, welcome back to the Cryptic Crossword, that video that 5 of you have been waiting for months. I don't know. I don't remember when I last did Cryptic. I think it was actually only a month ago. The New York Times releases one every 2 months, but I often dip back into their archives, so I think it's been about a month. What is this? There's a special note here. Creators of Out of Left Field, a weekly Cryptic Crossword available by subscription. Okay, that's interesting. I might take a look at that. The puzzle below has a mini theme, which is revealed at 30 across. Okay. Fine. Am I ready to get started? I probably am. Let me just get the window just right. Okay, yeah. So, just a reminder for those of you who might be watching a Cryptic video for the first time, it's like an American crossword. You have to put a letter in every cross so that they make sense going out across and down. But instead of giving you the clue, just like by a definition in the way that an American crossword does, each clue gives you the answer twice. Once as some kind of usually a definition that's usually pretty oblique, and once as a wordplay. So somewhere in the middle of each clue, there's an invisible divider. On one side of that is a wordplay, and on the other side is a definition. And so that's how you do a cryptic. You have to figure out where it is, figure out either the wordplay or the definition, or kind of work them both together until you get the answer. Beer left in front. Okay, what's with all these stars? I don't know. We'll see. Beer left in front of emergency room. Well, the emergency room is ER. That could be part of the wordplay. It seems likely. So maybe we could end it with ER? Is this star meaningful at all? I see. Vietnamese leader takes advantage of dwellings that can be combined with the answers to the 9-starred clues. Who's the Vietnamese leader? The letter V, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Beer left in front of emergency room. Don't know. Hold tight to capture attention in open space. All right, I don't have any ideas yet how to approach that one. Gus looking back at mysterious sweet grass. ... That's weird. That seems like it can't be an important part of the clue. Unless this is the definition and this is the wordplay, then the ... could mean something. Like, could this be ellipsis? No. So Gus looking back, often that could be sug. At mysterious sweet grass. Sugar is sweet. We have something that starts with SUG. I don't know. I think SUG is going to appear in there somewhere, and probably even sugar. Maybe... Is sugarcane a kind of grass? What if we, like, said sugar cane? Which fits, actually. So then we'd have Gus looking back. Could A be at? Maybe, but I don't think so. Ah, look at this. Yes, it is sugarcane. So we have Gus looking back at... Okay, so if you're looking back at Gus, you see SUG. Mysterious, something mysterious is arcane. And the whole thing together is a sweet grass, sugarcane. A nobleman, surely this is an earl. Let's just look at the rest of the clue and see if that's true. Removing a bit of powder from gem. Yes, that makes earl. If you remove a bit of powder, i.e. the letter P, from a gem, specifically a pearl, you would wind up with Earl. Oh, wait a minute. This clue has a dot dot dot. And so does this one. Are they connected somehow? And which ones are the ones that this is? There's a lot of acrosses, but not, for example, this one. Seconds before the author gets approval to have a cigarette. I don't know. Well, the author could be I guess. Right? If you were the author and you wrote something about what happened to you, you would say, I did so-and-so. And in that context, you would be the author. I don't know. Internet nuisance. Drops resistance for a fee. Ah, wait, I'm almost there. Yes, I see it now. The answer is toll. Do you want... I don't know. Sometimes I like to ask, do you guys want... If you want, you can pause the video and see if you can figure out the answer from, like, why I got toll from this clue. There you go. Now you've had your chance. An internet nuisance is a troll. And I was trying to figure out how you work troll into this 4-letter thing. And the answer is you drop resistance from it, i.e. R, the symbol for resistance, removed from troll. You get toll, which is a fee. Assume invoice at first is in the mail. Well, invoice at first is the letter I. That's the beginning of the word invoice. But I don't know how to make that into an answer to this. Assume. If you assume something, you take it on, as well as, like, supposing that it's true. You could also take something on, like if you assume a risk. Onset, inset, those don't really make sense to me. Is in the mail. Post. But then there's this T. Don't know. What else is in the mail? Letters. Don't know. Algeria put in a new order for crown and scepter. Regalia? Yes. Again, if you want to, now's your chance to pause the video and try to work out the clue for yourself. So, I figured it out from the definition, not the wordplay. I saw the G and the L, and I was like, crown and scepter. What do you call those? You call them regalia. Okay, now what's the wordplay? Well, that should have been the easy part. It's Algeria, put in a new order. You rearrange the letters in Algeria, you get regalia. Oops, come back. Beer. Left in front. Beer left. In front of emergency room. I don't know. I'm going to have trouble in finishing this corner, I think, because there's no clues left. Let's just move on. Advisor, prisoner, and ruler depart at last. I don't have any ideas on that. Flat is suitable to accommodate Picasso and Matisse, say. Well, I mean, Picasso was a painter. Matisse, I don't know, but could be a painter. Flat is suitable to accommodate. I don't know. That is around the 15th time. Okay, well, 15th should be XL, probably. Sorry, XV, the Roman numeral for 15. But how on earth do you put an X and a V next to each other? We know it's a two-letter phrase with a two-letter word followed by three-letter words. You could maybe put like an X at the end of one word and a V at the beginning of another. But how on earth do you make this make sense? There's no phrase like, you know, oxvim or something that I'm aware of. Could it be id est, that is? Let me look at that. Is there some reason? Where is 15th coming in here? Oh, that's so sneaky. Okay, this is right. That is id est. It's Latin for that is. Around the 15th of the month is the Ides, like the Ides of March, famously, when Caesar was prophesied to die, but the Ides in general of any month are the 15th. And time is the letter T. You see it used in like physics and so on. So they're allowed to use that as an abbreviation for time. More modern picture. Behind back of cabin. Back of cabin might be the letter N, maybe. And if something were behind that, maybe N would be at the beginning. Yep. I figured it out. And this time I won't ask you guys to think about it because I just spelled it all out. Newer. So a ewer is a pitcher. And that is behind the back of cabin, which is an N. And newer means more modern. Kill in opening for stand-up hilarity. Now, one thing I notice is that in opening is 9 letters long, and there's the word kill comes in front of it, which is not a very common anagram indicator, but maybe it could be telling me to anagram the letters in opening to get something meaning for stand-up hilarity. Although without any crosses, I don't see an immediate way to anagram in opening at all. Well, okay. Well, something to keep in mind when we get back to it later with hopefully a cross or two. Match, Pfizer, shot. Right. After opening. Match, Pfizer, shot. Match, Pfizer, shot. So shot could conceivably have been an anagram indicator, but match and Pfizer make 11 letters. You can't just rearrange them. Could it be that we're rearranging the letters in Pfizer, i.e. those are shot, and putting them to the right after something meaning opening, and then the definition could be match? I don't know how. J, for one, beginning to rein in offer. A J is a bird. Yep, that's correct. It's bird. A J, for one, is a bird. And the beginning to rein is the letter R, and all of that is in offer, i.e. bid. So the letter R has been placed inside of bid to get bird, which is a J. Land like a feather. Now, in a normal American crossword, this might just be a light or something, because a feather could alight on something in a way. But not here. Land is probably the definition, and like a feather, well, I don't know, it's probably a double definition, right? Land is one definition and like a feather is the other. Downy? Because a feather is downy, right? That sort of. And land is kind of down. I don't think this can be right, but it is an interesting idea. Clumsy legs. Scare stranger. All right, this one must be an anagram, right? Leg scare, 9 letters long, something that means stranger. How do you anagram legs scare? Glass Ecker? I don't know. Professor or I typed excerpt for campus organization. Yearbook is a campus organization? Something club? I was sort of hoping that excerpt would mean that, like, you look inside of these words and you find an 8-letter sequence, like I don't know, like that. There are clues like this. This is a valid kind of wordplay that doesn't apply here, apparently. Oh wait, it does. I just highlighted the wrong part. I was thinking this is an L, but it's not. It's a capital I. There we go. It's a sorority, which is a campus organization. Okay, so takes advantage of dwellings that can be combined. So sorority and toll and bird are somehow involved in this. Oh, a house. These are all houses. A bird house, a toll house, a sorority house. So it takes advantage of dwellings. Dwellings are houses. Oh god, I had Vietnamese confused with North Korea. Who the hell is the Vietnamese leader? I don't know. I hope it's the letter V, because at least that I do know. But I don't know what this has. Oh no, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb, guys. This is easy. It's houses. Which I had just said like 8 times. The answers to the 9 starred clues, that's the definition. Vietnamese leader, i.e. apparently Ho, takes advantage of, Ho uses. Dwellings that can, yeah, anyways, houses. Okay, so now we know at least one more thing. This is a house. Somehow. Like Carter House. Not really a thing. Porter? Porterhouse is a kind of steak, right? Let me just fill that in and see if it makes any sense. Beer. Left. In front of emergency. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but look, posit. This is posit. Assume is to posit. Invoice, at first, the letter I is in the mail, i.e. the post. So this is a P. And really the only letters we're not sure of now are this. And I think this is Porter. Like, it has to be. I don't know why. But I think it has to be Porter. So this is also a house. Okay, we're looking at downs, so. Orally discloses secret soup ingredients. So often when you see something like oral or audible or something, it means that it's like a homophone indicator. If, you know, what's an example? I don't know, Mary and Mary and Mary, right? If someone said, if a clue was like orally Mary, I don't know, never mind. But the point is, they want you to mishear something, as if it had been said orally and you weren't sure which of the homophones they meant. So orally discloses. You could imagine that could be like tells or says. Yeah. Or for example, if you are disclosing, see, it's not secret soup ingredients, it's orally discloses secret soup ingredients in this case. If you disclose a secret, you leak it. But someone might mishear you and say, oh, I leaked it. And those are soup ingredients. Leaks go in soups. What you're doing right now, following a bishop and providing forgiveness. Well, this is probably ing. Absolving? Yes, that sounds about right. What I'm doing right now is solving. And that is following a bishop, i.e. a b. B is used as an abbreviation for bishop in chess, so this is allowed. And providing forgiveness is absolving. Awkwardly ignore a period in human history. Well, that must be age. Yeah. The Iron Age was a period in human history. And if you were to write ignore a awkwardly, you might write it as Iron Age, rearranging its letters. Intentionally argue about two saints. Sorry, not intentionally. Irrationally argue about two saints with one-time actor. I don't know who this is or what's going on here. Argue about is 10 letters, so it's probably not being included as an, irrationally is not saying to misspell or to reorder argue about. Yeah, I don't know. Noblewoman investing small bills in pubs. Well, pubs are bars. This must be a baroness. Why is it a baroness? Well, we have bars, and ones are small bills, and they are invested in the pubs, and that's a baroness is a noblewoman. That one I got from the definition and worked backward to the wordplay. Well, actually, I went both ways. I said, okay, pubs are bars, so B-A-R-S might make sense. And then, okay, then I saw, okay, noblewoman could be a baroness. So there you go. Loan Spain foreign capital. Is it possible that foreign is an anagram indicator saying rearrange the letters in loan Spain? I notice we have an N and an S is what makes me think that. It doesn't seem great. And I don't immediately see a way you can do it, so I'll leave it for now. Sadists' rising corruption. So probably either corruption or sadist. Some definition for it is being written upwards, i.e. rising instead of downwards, the usual way. Supported by teacher. A sadist is a hurt lover. Maybe. But I don't see what that has to do with any of the rest of this, even though the two R's fit. Corruption is rot, actually. Oh, yeah. If you write rot backwards, it's tor. And a sadist... Oh, I was so hopeful they would be a torturer. but they're not. Oh, it's so good, though. I mean, it could also be like this. But I don't know how you would do the rest of it. Instructor is a teacher? An educator? I don't know. Tell you what, I'll leave both TOs in, even though one of them is certainly wrong, and maybe one will inspire me on an across. Spots carbon in brown receptacle. A paper bag is a brown receptacle. What does that have to do with spotting carbon? I don't know. What about carbon in brown somehow? Ah, mystery. Loud doorbell? You don't want to be put through that. You don't want to be put through that. The ringer. Loud, I guess, is a homophone indicator. We're supposed to mishear doorbell, which means ringer, as if they had said a ringer. Okay. You've got to roll your eyes at this stuff. What might develop at the gym in a short time? An afterthought. I mean, muscles might develop at the gym. That does fit, except we're pretty confident that bird is right. Do you have any more houses around here, by the way? I do. Oh, whatever. We'll do those later. This must be light. I don't even have to read the clue, but I will. Land like a feather. A feather is light. To land on something, you can light on it. You don't just have to alight on it. That's true. See, I'm glad I put that T in. It made me say, oh, light. A lighthouse. What other kinds of houses are there? This is a clearinghouse. Let's see if I can see why. Hold tight. Okay, an open space is a clearing. Tight. To capture attention. I don't actually understand this one. Just like I didn't really understand Porter. Hold. Huh. Well, I'll just live with it for now, I guess. I don't see any boarding houses in here yet. Could this be boarding? No. Okay. Just thought I'd look. Where were we on the downs? I guess we can probably get rid of this TOR. I mean, this might be TER. Maybe this is TOR, but probably not. Gold bar. Financing other supplies. I want to say ingot, because that's a kind of gold bar. But I don't see what that has to do with financing other supplies. Yeah, I don't think it is ingot. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look like ingot. American, overwhelmed by withdrawal symptom, cleans up. Dusts? That's a way you can clean up. You can dust. Does that have anything to do with the rest of the clue? No, it can't be, because American... Actually, US is American, right? Something that's from the US is American. And to DT, you like detox, kind of? US, overwhelmed by withdrawal symptom. So maybe DTs is a withdrawal symptom? I know it as meaning like detoxes, but I think of that as like a verb rather than a symptom. But okay, sure. Dusts. Why not? Doctor on oxygen. Override the decision. Veto? Yes, that's correct. Because a doctor could be a vet, a doctor for animals, and if it was on oxygen, it would be standing on the letter O, and to override the decision is to veto it. Short house, sport house. Soon. Slort. Spokehouse. Smokehouse. Cigarettes are Cigarettes are related to smoking. Let's see if I can work out why this works. Seconds, okay, that's S. Before the author, that's me, gets approval. So me is getting, i.e. having within it, approval, which is okay. And to have a cigarette is to smoke. Show me some more houses. God, this is just too long. I don't know. All right, what about this? We have a lot of letters now. Advisor. Prisoner. And ruler. Depart. At last. I just have no idea what to make of this. Goes? Maybe if you depart at last, you goes? One-time actor. A guest star is an actor who's only on the show one time, right? Could that be correct? Irrationally argue about. Argue. I see. Irrationally argue. Rearrange the letters of argue. Put them about, i.e. around, two saints, ST, ST. And the whole thing means one-time actor, a guest star. Nice. Well, now I'm not getting any more hints for this if I want to solve the puzzle without asking for help, which I rarely manage to do. Advisor. Depart at last. No idea. Flat is suitable. I don't know. Kill in opening for stand-up hilarity. Slaughter. A slaughterhouse. To kill is to slaughter. And like hilarity and laughter, somehow this works somehow, but I haven't quite figured it out yet. In opening. for opening for stand-up is the letter S, and then hilarity is laughter? Maybe? Doesn't seem very good, but it's the best I've got. Match Pfizer shot. Well, we still have this idea that maybe they're rearranging the words in Pfizer. Letters in Pfizer, rather. I don't know. Clumsy legs. Scare stranger. And we guessed that it might be rearranging the letters in stranger, I think, didn't we? Actually, that's not right. Stranger is 8 letters. This is 9. Legs, though. Legs? Like, if you leg it, you run away quickly. Scare. Stranger. I don't know. Lone Spain. Well, we have an N and an L and an S. Could it be an anagram of Lone Spain? That means a capital? Pin. Not sure how. Sadists rising corruption. A teacher is a tutor. Oh, no. It's a tormentor. Synonymous with torturer, sort of. So this was the rot up here. And supported by teacher, mentor is a teacher. I don't have enough crosses to even take a shot at that one, I don't think. What might develop at the gym? Tiredness. Thighs? It's too short. What might develop? What might develop? Don't know. Gold bar. All right, so suppose I do put in ingot, shall we? This is almost the right letters for consulate, isn't it? Oh, what if it's consultant? Yeah, that's an advisor. Now, why is it right? Prisoner is a Khan, and a ruler is a sultan. I don't quite understand why depart at last is just like the letter T. Oh, I see, because the last letter of depart is T. Okay. So Khan, sultan, T. Very good. This is a house of some kind, right? The last house I have to find. I don't know what it is, though. I mean, that's kind of how crosswords work. You're not supposed to know what it is, but eventually you are supposed to know. And I still don't. Which doesn't seem fair. Doesn't look like it has to do with paint. It might have to do with art? I don't know. Right after opening. Clumsy. I have this G now, even though the G is just a guess. I mean, I've come pretty far here. This is better than I usually do on Cryptic with no help, I think. Smartness. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna start asking for help. This is as far as I'm getting on my own. Anything wrong so far? No. I didn't think so. That's a nice thing about a Cryptic. You can generally check your answer, although I still don't know what's going on with Porter. Or clearing. And Ingot was right, so that's interesting. Give me this letter. It's a P. Which makes sense for Pfizer and for my idea that we're meant to rearrange Lone Spain. But capital? Oh, a polis, maybe. Some kind of city. And then what letters am I left with? A. Annapolis is a capital. An apartment house. Nobody really says that, but... yeah. Flat is suitable. So something that is suitable is APT, apt. And it accommodates Picasso and Matisse, who are art men. Ugh. Spots carbon. I don't know. Prize something? Prize fight? Yeah, that looks about right. That's a phrase that exists. We have Pfizer being shot right here. The whole thing's a match, which is a prize fight. So Pfizer and a right after the opening, i.e. removing the opening letter of right, gets you ite. Okay, whoops, dropped something, sorry. I don't know how loudly you could hear that. Spots carbon. In brown receptacle. This must be a trash can or trash bin, right? Probably can because carbon uses a C. Carbon is a C. Brown receptacle is a trash can. Fine. Spots carbon in. Trashan, as far as I know, does not mean spots. So even if you put carbon in it, it still wouldn't make trash can. I don't know about that one. Clumsy legs. Clumsy. Legs scare. Legs scare is 9 letters. Why did I... Is this one of those... I talked about how stranger is the wrong number of letters, but legs scare isn't. I had forgotten that. I think before I said, oh, we'll come back to this. Maybe it's a 9-letter anagram for legs scare. And then I didn't get it. Means stranger. Graceless? Oh, I see. It is graceless, but I had it. Yeah, I have the clue backwards. Stranger is saying to write legs scare in a stranger way, i.e. reordered. And graceless uses those letters and means clumsy. What might develop? Film might develop. At the gym, in a short time, an afterthought. I don't know. Give me this letter. Try. I had thought maybe an R. Oh, triceps. Triceps. Okay. Those might develop at the gym. In a short time, an afterthought. What the hell does this have to do? An afterthought. Short time. Well, T is time, but... Oh! A short time is a trice. A trice, T-R-I-C-E, and an afterthought is a PS, a postscript on a letter. Okay, honestly, I'd say this went pretty well. I only got 2 letters wrong. Needed help on 2 letters. Got none wrong. Great. You know, time was fine. Pretty good, actually, for a cryptic. Very good. I don't think I've ever solved one of these in under an hour. Here, you could argue I didn't solve it because I needed 2 more letters, but it's still a pretty good time for needing only 2 letters. Anyway, hope you cryptic lovers out there enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.